Good start from the defending champion Wallace.
Yeah, thank you. He's keeping the roll running. This is the 16th. It's only playing 96 yards, so not much clubbing here. Birdied the 11th and the 14th, and watch this one finish here. This is just a little tap in. He'd also birdied the 18th, his 9th.
Well, as well as Sam Torrance and Richard Boxall alongside me, Dominic Hollier in the commentary box. We've got John Morgan out on the course, Shane O'Donoghue doing the interviews, and Anthony Wall is watching this match. Morning, Ant.
Yes, good morning, boys. This fourth is uphill, I can tell you. I've walked up and down it already. Tough tee shot, left to right wind this morning. Beautiful out here this morning, lovely and fresh. And they're looking in fine fettle, these three.
What's the softest with this, do you reckon? 120?
Be about 130, which is okay.
Yeah.
Because you are losing a little bit, you know. Yeah.
To answer your question, obviously, sorry, flyers, no, you had no idea, did you?
No.
No, you couldn't control them.
They always seem to go to the right, my flyers. And were you the same, or did you get any that went left?
Everywhere.
Club into the wind for Matt Wallace in the prime spot in the middle of the fairway.
Yeah, he knew it was too much. Dave McNeely, a great caddy, said to him, that's okay, isn't it?
Perfect morning for watching and for playing. Matt Wallace down the hill right to left, probably about 30 feet. Pace is key here.
Great effort from Wallace there. Very early in his career he learned how to win, and that's a great asset to have. Very slow, deliberate takeaway. Watch how slow this is. Boom. Beautiful.
Nice shot, Matt.
He's going to be around for a long time, that boy.
You can't believe he ever hits one offline, can you really, when you see that? Uphill second shot here for Wallace, going in with a long iron. You've got the flag on the... We've got the flag right side today, so he'll be at the TV tower, trying to cut it in from left to right. Just turning over very slightly.
Not that difficult, as long as he can get the pace. It should just run out beautifully down towards the hole.
It's a lot quicker across there than the thing. We saw Paul Dunn just run off the other side of the green. You can look at it from there, it looks like it's really uphill, and it wouldn't be quick, but I guess when it gets to the top of that ridge, downhill from there.
Yeah, pretty irregulation up and down if he can make it. A little tricky one, it will be right to left, but where he's standing, he's left to right. He's almost going away from him, so that often can throw out your mind. He's got to stay true to his line, right edge.
He's got some form here at Himmerland. 2 years ago when they staged the tournament, he opened up with around a 64 to tie the lead after the first 18 holes. So
Now I can see why I'm hanging down the bottom of the hill here, and there's a big clearing on these trees. They can't feel the wind off the right on the tee either, so they've got to be careful of that.
Good shot.
Another good shot down the throat of the flag. Par 3 downhill, 6th hole. Wallace just finding the front of this green. Uphill, it's quite a slow one, this. For a 2, turn. Oh, good try, nice putt. Good judgment of pace, that was.
Well, he's just pitched that one 296,
Yeah.
Van Rooyen, so that takes all the trouble out of play on what was very difficult in the past. Use that wind shear advantage, set it up the right and draw it back. Gain an extra 10 or 12.
Yeah, nice.
that's quite an amazing statistic, isn't it? How many under par Matt Wallace is on the par 4s this season compared to his 2 playing partners.
Yeah.
109 for Wallace, just like that one. That was a beauty from Van Rooyen. Perfect sand iron for Matt Wallace. Just got to be careful here. Hitting a full shot, could easily spin it back down that middle tier.
first tee back down the slope.
Yeah.
Wallace, birdie on 7. I'm going to ask Boxy in a minute what a moustache is. I'll tell me how a moustache. A little firm up the hill there for Wallace. Tricky one back down.
This is brilliant.
Wallace for a par. Sometimes these are better than birdie putts. They just keep everything going.
He normally gobbles things up, doesn't he? And it was that. Was it the one at 17 that he missed at Hillside?
Yes.
It was a real surprise. Little
he was
tiddler.
Over the back par 5, come down to about 4 or 5 feet, and he's missed that again. Looked like he seemed to come up and out of that as he struck it. That was a poor one from Matt.
Can hear that wind out there as Matt Wallace steps onto the tee at the 8th.
Yeah, it's freshening wind. They're not hitting these 295. Let me tell you, Van Rooyen nearly knocked me on the noggin just then. Matt Wallace launching one into the air.
Fabulous flight on that ball, really low and driven into the wind. He's pulled it though. Oh, he's got a wee buggy track there. Seems to be a good lie.
Just trying to feel that club face through the ball. Gonna hit one low and sting it down that right side.
Okay, ideal those two. Difficulty with the third shot is that you're playing into the breeze with...
He plays that shot so beautifully, that little curtailed follow through. That's gorgeous. This is stone dead or in. Wonderful shot from Matt Wallace. It's just almost a perfect swing. I used to love this shot. Just an iron for Wallace. Again, what's the speed of the takeaway here? The time he has to bring the club back down.
Mix that into the phone. Yeah, sorry.
Someone in the background making a little noise.
It was a phone that went off. Don't tend to get that too much these days, eh? By and large, actually, golf fans have got a handle on that and managed to get it onto silent.
NB.
It's simple, very effective. Just to sit down, that's gone too far into the rough, but it'll be okay. It's no problem. Those ones, you've really got to cut it off the tee back into the hill.
Be just trying to fiddle this one to the left, take that right trap out of play, and get away out here with a 4.
Sounds like it's really howling, Anthony.
Yeah, it is pretty strong out here, Sam. It's good 2 to 3 club wins at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Looks like the ball's sitting down a little bit here as well for Matt Wallace. It would be difficult to get the club head on the ball if it is sitting down. And if he's got a decent lie, I'll just flip it past the first cut of rough, short the green. Oh, just skipped the edge of the hole.
Let's see if Matt Wallace can close out with the par for what would be an excellent opening 67. Of course he can. Rattles it in. Just the one drop shot. That came at the 7th. And Wallace in contention once again. Great start from the defending champion, albeit won it on a different course last year.
Matt Wallace, a solid opening round at 67 as you begin your defence of the title. How did you feel out there?
Good. Yeah, nice. It's obviously wind's picking up now, so that back 9, my front 9, kind of stalled a little bit, but it was nice to pick up that birdie on the 8th hole there.
Good bounce back, as they call it.
Yeah, that was the one, especially as I had pretty much similar distance on the hole before and I came up a long way short, so A little bit surprised with how far the ball's actually not going. So I'm having to try and change that in my game plan. I'm actually using 1% of air density out there this week so far. So we might change that to about 2.
So going from linksy conditions to a major, flying back here, there's a lot of change out there, a lot of adjustments.
3 pretty much different ways of playing, but all really 3 similar winds. A lot of wind. We had a lot of wind at Hillside last week, a lot of wind, and today it was windy. So getting out there relatively early was nice, and picking up 4 birdies on my front 9, the back 9. To start the tournament was good. A little bit jaded, you know, so I might go and take this afternoon off. But we're in good shape.
And are you very positive about everything that's going on? Because things look great. Number 2 in the race to Dubai. Your ascent up the world rankings is going at a nice clip.
Yeah, it's going in the right direction. I'm working hard for it. It's not like it's just come randomly. There's more bits that I want to work on. There's bits I want to improve at, and there's a long way to go for the rest of the year, and I haven't won yet, so it's important to me to try and get that, and we'll try and do that this week somehow.
Solid play today, well done.
Thanks, Shane. Cheers.
If you want to watch another European Tour video, click here. If you want to subscribe, click here.